Imagine walking into a church made of solid gold, or standing beneath a temple that took centuries to complete. These aren't just places of worship. They're architectural marvels, worth billions. From ancient wonders hidden in jungles to futuristic megastructures, today we're diving into the world's most expensive churches ever built. The stories behind them? Mind-blowing. The price tags? Unbelievable. So, are you ready to explore these awe-inspiring monuments of faith and fortune? Let's get started. Masjid al-Haram. Alright, let's start big. And by big I mean the biggest Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Imagine a place so grand, so massive, that it holds the title of the most expensive religious structure in the world, not just by a little, by a jaw-dropping $100 billion. This isn't just any mosque, it's the holiest site in Islam surrounding the Kaaba, where millions of Muslims from around the globe gather for Hajj and Umrah every year. But here's the crazy part. Masjid al-Haram is in a constant state of expansion. It's like an ever-growing masterpiece with marble flooring, gold-plated details, high-tech cooling systems, and an interior that screams luxury. And let's talk about the logistics. The mosque can accommodate over 2.5 million worshippers at once. That's like filling up multiple stadiums at the same time. The infrastructure alone is mind-blowing. Escalators, tunnels, massive prayer halls, and the world's largest sound system to ensure every call to prayer is heard crystal clear. With each expansion, the cost keeps skyrocketing, making it the most financially ambitious religious project in history. But when faith, history, and architecture collide, you get a place that's literally priceless. Would you visit this masterpiece if given the chance? Harmandir Sahib. Now imagine walking into a temple where everything glows, not because of fancy lights but because it's covered in pure gold. That's Harmandir Sahib, or as most people know it, the Golden Temple of Amritsar, India. This isn't just an ordinary religious site, it's a symbol of equality and peace. The temple's foundation was laid over 400 years ago, but here's what makes it mind-blowing today. It's coated in 750 kilograms of 24-karat gold. That's nearly a ton of gold, covering the domes, walls, and railings, making it one of the most valuable religious places on the planet. But there's more. The temple is surrounded by a holy pool, known as the Amrit Sarovar, where pilgrims take a dip, believing the waters have healing properties. The reflection of the temple on the water? Absolutely breathtaking. And here's something truly special. Inside, continuous prayer and music fill the air 24/7. But the best part? The Golden Temple operates the largest free community kitchen in the world, serving over 100,000 meals every single day, to anyone, regardless of religion, background, or status. A temple made of gold is impressive, but a place that feeds millions for free? That's priceless. Shwedagon Pagoda. Alright, picture this. A 99-meter-tall pagoda, completely covered in gold, standing proudly in the heart of Yangon, Myanmar. Now add thousands of diamonds and rubies shimmering in the sunlight. That's Shwedagon Pagoda, a temple so magnificent it's valued at an estimated $3 billion. This isn't just a Buddhist temple, it's the most sacred one in Myanmar. Legend says it holds 8 strands of Buddha's hair, making it a place of immense spiritual significance. But let's talk about the gold, because trust me, this isn't just a gold-plated temple. It's covered in solid gold sheets, each donated by devotees over centuries. Some say 60 tons of pure gold are layered onto its surface, and the cherry on top? A 76-carat diamond sits right at the tip of the pagoda's spire, sparkling like a beacon of faith. At sunrise and sunset, this temple turns into a golden fireball, reflecting the sky's colors in a surreal glow. It's almost hypnotizing. Monks, worshippers, and tourists alike gather here, walking barefoot around its base, feeling the sacred energy radiating from its golden walls. But here's the most jaw-dropping fact. No one truly knows how old this temple is. Some believe it's over 2,500 years old, making it one of the oldest and most valuable religious monuments ever built. Would you dare to climb its steps and witness this golden wonder in person? Notre Dame. Now let's take a trip to Paris. A city of love, art, and one of the most expensive cathedrals in the world. Notre Dame, standing tall since 1163, is more than just a church. It's a living piece of history. But did you know that after the devastating 2019 fire, it became even more valuable? Over $1 billion was donated from around the world to rebuild it. Notre Dame is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture, with its towering spires, haunting gargoyles, and massive stained glass windows. Stepping inside feels like traveling back in time, with sunlight filtering through the famous rose window, casting colorful reflections on the stone walls. But let's talk about that fire. When flames engulfed the cathedral, people stood in tears, fearing they had lost this 800-year-old wonder forever. The iconic wooden spire collapsed, and for a moment, it seemed like Notre Dame would never rise again. But then, something incredible happened. The world came together. Donations flooded in, with billionaires, artists, and even everyday people contributing to its resurrection. And here's the twist. Because of the restoration, Notre Dame will be more advanced than ever, using cutting-edge technology to protect it for future generations. A tragedy turned into a triumph. When it officially reopens, will you be there to witness its second birth? St. Peter's Basilica. Now, if we're talking about churches that define luxury and power, there's no way we're skipping St. Peter's Basilica, the heart of the Vatican City, and the most important Catholic church in the world. But here's the crazy part, you can't even put a price on this place. Some estimate its value at billions, but with its history, treasures, and artistic masterpieces, it's literally priceless. Let's start with the size. This isn't just a church, it's a city within a city. The dome, designed by Michelangelo himself, the interior, packed with sculptures, paintings, and mosaics that could belong in the world's most prestigious museums. And let's not forget St. Peter's tomb, which sits right below the grand altar, making this place a pilgrimage site for millions. Then, there's the sheer amount of gold. From the ceilings to the altars, everything is gilded and adorned with lavish details. The Vatican doesn't hold back when it comes to grandeur. And the artwork? Raphael, Bernini, Michelangelo, the greatest artists in history, poured their genius into this building. Oh, and if you ever visit, prepare for one of the most breathtaking views of Rome from the top of the dome. Just be ready to climb 551 steps to get there. But trust me, the view is divine. Now tell me, if you had the chance to step into this legendary church, what's the first thing you'd do? La Sagrada Familia. Alright, picture this, a church so grand, so mind-bogglingly detailed that it's been under construction for more than 140 years, and it's still not finished. Welcome to La Sagrada Familia, the masterpiece of Antoni Gaudi, rising like a fairy tale castle in the heart of Barcelona, Spain. This isn't just a church, it's a work of art in motion. Every inch of it is filled with intricate sculptures, twisting towers, and mind-blowing stained glass that floods the interior with rainbow light. But here's the kicker. It's estimated to be worth $1 billion, and by the time it's completed, that number will be even higher. So why is it taking so long to finish? Well, Gaudi's vision was so complex and ahead of its time that modern architects are still trying to figure it out. Even today, high-tech construction methods and AI are being used to complete what Gaudi started in 1883. But here's the wildest part. It's set to be finished by 2026, exactly 100 years after Gaudi's death. Talk about a full-circle moment. Stepping inside feels like walking into a dream. Towering columns stretch like trees, and the ceiling looks like a starry sky frozen in stone. It's unlike any church in the world. Would you wait another decade to see it fully completed, or would you visit now and witness history in the making? Angkor Wat. Alright, imagine stumbling upon a hidden kingdom swallowed by the jungle where ancient stone towers stretch toward the sky. That's Angkor Wat, Cambodia's greatest treasure and one of the largest religious monuments on Earth. Built in the 12th century, this temple complex is not just breathtaking, it's estimated to be worth billions. Originally constructed as a Hindu temple, Angkor Wat later became a Buddhist sanctuary, blending two great civilizations into one mystical masterpiece. But here's the wild part. This isn't just one temple, it's a massive city covering over 400 acres. Inside, you'll find intricately carved walls, massive stone faces staring into eternity, and corridors that seem to go on forever. But what really makes Angkor Wat priceless is its mystery. Scientists are still uncovering hidden chambers, underground tunnels, and evidence that this site once housed over 1 million people. Some even believe it could have been the largest pre-industrial city in the world. And here's something truly mind-blowing. Unlike other ancient wonders, Angkor Wat has been in continuous use for nearly 900 years. Through wars, invasions, and time itself, it has stood strong, guarding its secrets. If you had the chance to explore this ancient jungle empire, would you go during sunrise when the temple turns into a golden mirage? Temple of Solomon. Now what if I told you someone rebuilt one of the most legendary temples in history, but modernized it? Welcome to the Temple of Solomon in São Paulo, Brazil, a massive $300 million project that brings ancient biblical architecture into the 21st century. This isn't just a church, it's a faith-powered megastructure. Built by the Universal Church of the Kingdom of God, this temple is an exact replica of the original Temple of Solomon from the Bible. But here's where it gets even crazier. They didn't just copy the design, they imported massive stone blocks from Israel to make it as authentic as possible. Standing at 180 feet tall, it's twice the height of the Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio. And stepping inside, it feels like walking into an ancient world. Massive golden menorahs, towering columns, and a main sanctuary that can hold over 10,000 worshippers at once. But what truly makes this temple one of the most expensive religious buildings ever is its attention to detail. Every element is designed to recreate the power and grandeur of biblical times, from the giant wooden doors to the hand-painted ceilings. It's a blend of history, faith, and modern engineering like no other. If you had the chance to visit a real-life recreation of one of the Bible's greatest lost wonders, would you step inside? And there you have it. The world's most expensive and breathtaking churches ever built. These aren't just places of worship, they're timeless masterpieces of art, history, and faith. Which one amazed you the most? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to DwellScape for more awe-inspiring architecture content. See you next time. What if I told you that not all buildings follow the rules of traditional architecture? Some structures look like they defy gravity, melt like illusions, or come straight out of a sci-fi movie. From dancing buildings to inverted pyramids, architects around the world have pushed the boundaries of design in the most mind-bending ways. Would you live in a house made of cardboard, or step inside a building that looks like it's about to collapse? Stick around, because these 7 bizarre buildings will completely change how you see architecture. Ready? Let's dive in. The Crooked House, Sopo, Poland. Have you ever seen a building that looks like it's straight out of a dream, or maybe a fever dream? Meet the Crooked House in Sopo, Poland, a structure that looks like reality itself is bending. Designed by architects Sotyński Zaleski and inspired by fairy tale illustrations, this building defies logic with its wavy, distorted exterior. It almost seems to melt into the ground like a Dali painting, making it one of the most photographed and mind-bending buildings in the world. Now, here's the crazy part. This isn't some whimsical theme park attraction, it's actually part of a shopping complex. Imagine walking inside and feeling like you've stepped into an alternate reality where the walls curve and the ceilings feel, well, a little off. While the exterior plays tricks on your eyes, the interior is surprisingly normal, until you look outside again and see the world warping around you. What makes this building even more fascinating is how it interacts with its surroundings. At night, when the lights glow through its twisted windows, the Crooked House transforms into something even more surreal. It feels like a place where fairy tales, cartoons, and the laws of physics had a wild party. And somehow, this was the result. Would you dare to step inside this distorted wonder, or would the illusion be too much to handle? Let me know what you think. Would you visit a place where reality seems to glitch? Habitat 67, Montreal, Canada. Imagine living inside a Lego-inspired futuristic village stacked high in the sky. That's exactly what Habitat 67 in Montreal looks like, a gravity-defying maze of concrete cubes, redefining how we think about urban living. Designed by the legendary Moshe Safdie in the 1960s, this architectural wonder was supposed to be the future of housing, a place where apartment life could still feel like living in a house. So, what's the big deal? Instead of boring, uniform apartment blocks, Habitat 67 is made up of 354 stacked concrete modules, each shifted and positioned uniquely to create natural light, airflow, and private terraces for every resident. The result? A floating, interconnected neighborhood that looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. But here's where it gets even cooler. This design wasn't just for looks. It was built for the Expo 67 World Fair as an experimental solution to the problem of dense urban living. Safdie wanted to blend the best of high-rise apartments with the open-air freedom of suburban homes. The interlocking units create hidden walkways, unexpected rooftop gardens, and secret little pockets of space, making every apartment feel one of a kind. Even today, over 50 years later, this place is still a major architectural landmark. But would you actually want to live here? It's a mix of brutalist concrete and futuristic design, but hey, It beats a plain old glass tower, right? Would you rather live in a traditional house or a mind-bending structure like this? Let me know. The Dancing House, Prague, Czech Republic. What if a building could dance? No, really, what if an actual structure looked like it was swaying to the rhythm of music? Welcome to the Dancing House in Prague, a building that throws all architectural rules out the window and replaces them with pure, artistic movement. Designed by Frank Gehry and Vlado Milunik, this masterpiece was completed in 1996, and trust me, it does not look like your typical European building. While Prague is known for its historic Gothic and Baroque architecture, the Dancing House is like a rebellious artist crashing the party. Its design mimics a pair of dancers, with one leaning into the other as if lost in an elegant ballroom routine. No wonder locals nicknamed it Fred and Ginger, after the legendary dance duo Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. But here's the real kicker, this building isn't just about looking cool, it symbolizes the transformation of Prague after the fall of communism. The dynamic curves represent a new, free-flowing era, breaking away from rigid uniform structures of the past. Inside, it's home to offices, a gallery, and a rooftop restaurant with jaw-dropping views of the city. But let's be honest, you'd probably spend more time just staring at it from the outside, trying to wrap your head around how a building can look like it's in the middle of a dance move. So, what do you think? Would you love to visit this dancing marvel, or does it make your brain hurt just looking at it? The Inverted Pyramid, Arizona, USA. A pyramid is supposed to have a strong, wide base and a narrow top, right? Well, not in Arizona. Meet the Inverted Pyramid, a building that flips logic upside down and somehow still manages to stand tall. Officially known as the Tempe Municipal Building, this structure was built in 1971, and instead of getting wider at the bottom, it expands at the top, defying every expectation of stability. It's like someone grabbed a normal pyramid, flipped it over, and just left it that way. But here's where things get even crazier. It's not just for show. The unique shape actually serves an environmental purpose. Since Tempe is blazing hot, the building's overhanging top shades the lower floors, keeping them cooler. This reduces energy costs while also creating a striking visual effect. Basically, it's not just weird, it's smart weird. And if you think that's all, check this out. The building's interior is designed to give the illusion that you're inside an upside-down pyramid. The windows angle inward, making you feel like the whole structure is floating above you. It's one of those places where you walk in feeling fine and leave questioning reality. So here's my question, would you trust working inside an inverted pyramid, or does the whole thing feel like it's just one wrong move away from toppling over? The Cardboard Cathedral, Christchurch, New Zealand. What if I told you there's a massive cathedral made almost entirely out of cardboard? Sounds like a DIY project gone too far, right? But trust me, this is no ordinary cardboard box, it's an architectural masterpiece that stands as a symbol of hope and resilience in Christchurch, New Zealand. After the devastating 2011 earthquake destroyed the city's iconic Christchurch Cathedral, something needed to be done. Fast. That's when Shigeru Ban, a world-renowned architect known for using unconventional materials, stepped in. His idea? Build a temporary but sturdy cathedral using 96 cardboard tubes, along with timber and steel. And guess what? This temporary structure has lasted for over a decade and has become one of the most beloved landmarks in the city. Now if you're wondering, wait, isn't cardboard weak? Well, not this kind. These tubes are waterproof, fire-resistant, and incredibly durable. They form a stunning A-frame structure that stands 69 feet tall with colorful stained glass panels that give it a warm, ethereal glow when sunlight filters through. But here's what makes this place truly special. It's not just a church, it has hosted community events, concerts, and even art exhibitions, proving that great architecture isn't just about materials, it's about purpose. So tell me, would you feel safe inside a cardboard cathedral, or would you be side-eyeing the walls every time it rained? Rooftop remodeling, Volksstrasse, Vienna, Austria. Imagine walking through the charming historic streets of Vienna, surrounded by elegant 19th century buildings, and then suddenly, bam! You look up and see a futuristic alien-like structure exploding out of a rooftop. Welcome to Rooftop Remodeling Volksstrasse, a building that looks like a spaceship crash-landed onto a classical European building. Designed by Coop Himmelbiau in 1988, this architectural rebel is all about breaking the rules. The firm specializes in deconstructivist architecture, meaning they love to create structures that look like they're in constant motion. Jagged, chaotic, and completely unexpected. This rooftop extension bursts out in sharp, angular steel and glass forms, looking more like a sci-fi set than an office space. But here's the real shocker. This isn't some fancy artist studio or tech lab. Nope, it's a law office. That's right, inside this mind-bending structure, lawyers are sitting at desks working on legal cases. Talk about a contrast. The whole point of this design was to challenge the strict, rigid nature of classical architecture by literally breaking out of it. The original structure remains untouched below, while the new addition seems to erupt like an architectural rebellion. So, what do you think? Does this wild rooftop design ruin the historic charm of Vienna? Or is it a genius masterpiece that proves old and new can coexist in the coolest way possible? Parc de la Villette Folies, Paris, France. What if a park wasn't just a park, but an architectural playground designed to mess with your perception? Welcome to Parc de la Villette in Paris, a place where buildings don't look like buildings, and structures seem to exist purely to challenge your imagination. Designed by Bernard Tschumi in 1987, this park is home to 26 bizarre bright red structures, known as follies. And no, these aren't just random sculptures. They serve real purposes like information centers, rest areas, and exhibition spaces. But here's the fun part. None of them look like anything you'd expect. Some are giant cubes with missing pieces, others have twisting staircases leading to nowhere, and a few seem to be stacked in impossible ways like a surrealist painting. Why, you ask? Because this entire park was designed to be an experiment in space and movement. Tschumi wanted visitors to engage with the park differently each time they walk through it. The structures aren't there to blend in, they're there to make you stop and ask, what on earth am I looking at? And that's what makes this place so unique. Unlike traditional parks where everything is laid out neatly, Parc de la Villette plays with your expectations. It forces you to interact, explore, and even get a little lost in its maze of unexpected shapes and forms. So what do you think? Would you love to wander through this architectural wonderland, or would it leave you scratching your head wondering what kind of futuristic game you just stepped into? Architecture is more than just buildings. It's about challenging the impossible and redefining how we experience space. From dancing structures to gravity-defying wonders, these bizarre buildings prove that creativity has no limits. Which one amazed you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you love exploring mind-blowing architecture and design, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more. This is DwellScape, and I'll see you in the next episode, where architecture meets the extraordinary. Imagine stepping into a home where everything works seamlessly with just a simple voice command or tap on your phone. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, the future of luxury living is here, and it's all about integrating smart technology into your property. Have you ever wondered how a smart home can make your life more comfortable, secure, and energy efficient? What if you could control everything in your home with just one touch? In this video, we'll explore 7 innovative smart home features that will transform your luxury property into a tech haven. Intelligent lighting systems. Imagine stepping into your luxury home and instantly setting the mood, all with just a voice command or a touch on your phone. That's the power of intelligent lighting systems. Whether you're hosting a glamorous dinner party, relaxing with a movie, or waking up to a soft morning glow, lighting plays a crucial role in creating the perfect atmosphere. With advanced systems like Philips Hue or Lifix, you can customize the brightness and color of every light in your home to match your mood, activity, or time of day. Picture this. You're preparing for a cozy night in, and with a single command, the lights dim and a warm amber hue fills the room, creating a relaxing, intimate environment without lifting a finger. These smart lights don't just change color, they can sync with your music, movies, or even the weather outside. Feeling like you need a little extra energy in the morning? Your lighting system can mimic the sunrise, gradually brightening the room to help you wake up naturally. And the best part? All of this can be controlled remotely. So even when you're away, your home always feels just right. Intelligent lighting doesn't just enhance your property, it elevates your lifestyle by offering unparalleled convenience and a personalized, immersive experience, all while maintaining energy efficiency. Advanced security solutions. Your luxury home deserves the highest level of security, and with today's smart technology, protecting your property is more advanced and more seamless than ever before. Gone are the days of traditional locks and alarms. Today's cutting-edge security systems combine facial recognition, voice authentication, and even AI-powered monitoring to provide an unprecedented level of protection. Imagine walking up to your front door, and with a simple glance, the system recognizes you and unlocks the door. No need for keys or codes. Or picture this. You're out of town, but with a tap on your phone, you can check who's at the door or even communicate with a visitor through a two-way audio system. These systems learn your behavior over time, alerting you to unusual activities around your home and offering real-time notifications right to your phone. Some even integrate with your home's lighting and audio systems, automatically adjusting them to create the illusion of someone being home, even when you're not. This means peace of mind wherever you are. Advanced security solutions don't just protect your home, they ensure it remains a sanctuary with an extra layer of intelligence that keeps you one step ahead of potential threats. Home theater automation. Imagine turning your living room into a cinematic wonderland, where, with just one command, your curtains draw, the lights dim, and the screen lowers, all setting the stage for an immersive movie experience. Home theater automation takes the entertainment experience in your luxury home to an entirely new level. With a fully automated setup, every element of your home theater, whether it's the projector, surround sound, or lighting, is seamlessly connected and controllable with just a tap on your smartphone or a voice command. Picture this. You're ready for movie night, and with a simple phrase like movie time, your home theater system activates. The lights fade to the perfect level, the speakers adjust to optimal sound settings, and the projector or TV activates, without you having to move an inch. No more fumbling with remotes or getting up to adjust anything. Everything from sound quality to visual clarity is optimized, creating a personalized, immersive experience that's unlike any traditional setup. Whether you're enjoying the latest blockbuster or having a cozy family movie night, home theater automation ensures your space transforms into a fully immersive cinema every time. But it doesn't end there. Some systems can even sync with your entertainment to make the room pulse with lights or sounds that correspond to the action on screen. When your home theater is automated, it doesn't just show movies, it creates an unforgettable cinematic experience that transports you right into the action. Smart climate control. The days of manually adjusting thermostats or worrying about fluctuating temperatures are over, thanks to smart climate control systems. In a luxury property, comfort isn't just about plush furniture or elegant decor. It's about maintaining the perfect environment year-round. With systems like the Nest Learning Thermostat, your home's climate is tailored specifically to your preferences. These intelligent thermostats don't just respond to manual adjustments, they learn your habits and adjust accordingly. Say goodbye to coming home to a chilly house in winter or an overheated home in summer. Smart thermostats ensure that when you walk through the door, your home is already at the perfect temperature. But the real magic happens when it automatically adapts to your schedule. It learns when you're likely to be home or away, adjusting the temperature to save energy when you're not there. And for those unpredictable weather shifts, your thermostat can make real-time adjustments to keep your space comfortable. You can even control the climate remotely, adjusting settings before you arrive, so your home is the perfect temperature as soon as you walk in. With smart climate control, it's not just about staying comfortable, it's about experiencing optimal living conditions while also being mindful of energy efficiency. Now, every room in your luxury home can feel just right, no matter the season. Smart kitchen appliances. The kitchen is often considered the heart of the home, but with the integration of smart appliances, it can become the beating pulse of innovation in your luxury property. Imagine having a fridge that knows exactly what's inside and suggests recipes based on what you have, or an oven that allows you to preheat it remotely while you're finishing up that last-minute task or coming back from a jog. With smart kitchen appliances, cooking and meal preparation becomes not just easier, but more exciting. Take refrigerators, for example. Advanced models like the Samsung Family Hub don't just store food, they act as your kitchen assistant. They can display recipes, show you what's inside without opening the door, and even create a shopping list based on what you're running low on. With smart ovens, you can remotely monitor and control cooking temperatures, ensuring your meal is always cooked to perfection, even if you're in another room. And don't forget smart coffee machines that brew your favorite cup of coffee right before you even wake up, ensuring you're greeted by the aroma of fresh coffee as soon as your feet hit the floor. With smart dishwashers, you can start the cycle from anywhere, saving you time and hassle. The possibilities are endless. These kitchen upgrades not only add luxury but also make your day-to-day life smoother and more efficient, giving you more time to enjoy your beautifully designed space and less time spent on mundane tasks. Voice-controlled home assistants. In a luxury home, convenience is key, and nothing delivers more ease than a voice-controlled home assistant. These devices, such as Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and Apple HomePod, act as the central hub of your home, putting everything under your control, all with the sound of your voice. Whether you're preparing dinner, getting ready for a meeting, or just lounging on the couch, these smart assistants take the hassle out of managing your home's devices. Need to dim the lights, adjust the thermostat, or queue up a playlist? Just ask and your assistant will do the rest, creating a seamless living experience. What's even more remarkable is the way voice-controlled assistants integrate with every smart system in your home. Imagine asking Alexa to set the perfect scene for a dinner party. The lights dim, the temperature adjusts to a comfortable level, and your favorite background music starts playing, all without you lifting a finger. These devices can even help you manage your day, setting reminders, making shopping lists, or checking the weather. Plus, they provide an added layer of convenience for controlling your home's security features. From locking doors to monitoring surveillance cameras, it's all possible with a simple voice command. Voice-controlled assistants aren't just about making tasks easier, they enhance the way you interact with your home, providing an intuitive, hands-free experience that complements the luxurious lifestyle you deserve. Smart home integration platforms. In a luxury home, seamless integration is key to maximizing comfort, efficiency, and convenience. And that's where smart home integration platforms come in. Imagine a single interface where you can control everything, from lighting to security, climate control, and entertainment systems all in one place. Platforms like Apple HomeKit, Samsung SmartThings, and Google Nest provide a unified solution, connecting all your smart devices and ensuring they work together in harmony. With these systems, you no longer have to juggle multiple apps or remotes. Whether you're adjusting the temperature, turning on your favorite music, or activating your security system, it's all at your fingertips, neatly organized into one app or voice-controlled command. For instance, with Apple HomeKit, your iPhone becomes the gateway to your home's entire ecosystem, allowing you to create custom scenes that set the mood for every occasion. Whether it's a movie night scene that dims the lights and fires up the home theater, or a welcome home scene that adjusts the temperature and lights as you walk through the door, it's all automated and effortless. These platforms also enable advanced routines and automations, learning your preferences and anticipating your needs. For example, your home could recognize when you typically leave for work and automatically adjust settings to save energy while you're away. What's more, these platforms integrate with the latest smart devices, giving you the flexibility to customize your home as new technology emerges. With smart home integration, you don't just control your environment, you create a personalized, intelligent living experience that evolves with your needs, ensuring your luxury property is always one step ahead of the curve. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of smart home innovation. We hope these 7 features inspired you to take your luxury property to the next level. What smart home feature are you most excited to try? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to DwellScape for more exciting content on architecture and real estate. Stay tuned for more ways to elevate your living space.